Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we're just after one match today because we've got quite a few transfers to get through also, and we're going to be at home against Dartford. We've used a number of different tactics recently, just to try and see how we get on. After that heavy defeat against Braintree, we have been a little bit hit and miss. We've tried, like I say, a few different tactical tweaks. We've gone for a counter-attack on a cautious mentality now, and it does seem to have just eased things slightly. And to be fair, it's not been such a bad run after the Weymouth game, of course. We managed to beat Aveley by 2 goals to 1. One of our new signings, Jonas McCuna, managing to get a goal there. We got battered 4-0 by Weymouth away from home, which then allowed us to not have too much to improve. We had to improve a lot in that, and we couldn't get much worse, really. We managed a 2-2 draw against Welling. We then changed to this system, and we got a 3-0 win at home against St Albans, and then a 0-0 draw against one of the league favourites, Maidstone. So the fact that we've had a couple of clean sheets there is certainly a positive. And again, a couple of names there that you probably won't recognise. We'll go through them in a minute. So in terms of outgoings, Marcus Day, David Sims-Burgess and Elliot Dugan all left the club. Marcus Day went to a non-league side, Whiteleaf, and yeah, he wasn't going to get any game time for us. David Sims-Burgess became the third player to leave us for Basingstoke. He did have some quality, but again, it wasn't the kind of player that we wanted around the club. He just didn't have enough quality for how we wanted to play. And Elliot Duggan, who's the youngest of our strikers, again, he didn't necessarily have the quality, despite the fact that he was a fairly determined character. He wasn't really giving it anything in training either, so he was the man to leave. So since you were last with us, we've actually managed to bring in 8 players. So the squad is pretty much complete now. We might offload one or two if possible, but other than that, I'm not too sure we'll do any business further coming in. Corey Roberts came in as a defender. He could play centre back or right back, and I think it certainly works from our point of view. The fact that he's got that little bit of versatility, and as you can see, very good mental attributes, decent physicals, decent defensive attributes with his heading, marking, and tackling. And to be fair, he's done a little bit of a journey himself. He has played regularly in League One a number of years ago, as well as in the National League, and he played in the Vanarama South for Dartford and Hemel Hempstead in the last couple of years. So he has got experience. It's just going to be a case of seeing whether he can continue on that journey. Anton Rogers, we brought in as a central midfield player, 30 years of age, so yeah, he's not going to be here long term, but again, good passing ability, good technique. He's good long shots, really good free kick taker as well. So set piece wise, he could be very useful for us when he gets the game time. And again, he's done quite the journey around, quite regular in League One a number of years ago as well, and originally came through at Chelsea, didn't make it, but again, recent years he's been around the lower leagues, not had a lot of game time really, but hopefully he can do well for us as a rotation option. We finally managed to bring in a goalkeeper. Kasper Kowalczyk came in. All of them were free transfers, by the way. And yes, he doesn't look much, but he's not done too bad so far. He did struggle in a couple of games before we changed to this system, but he does seem to be settling into the side. And again, he's made a bit of a rotation in terms of the teams that he's played for. He was actually at Reading last season, which is a bit of a strange transfer from non-league. But, it was, again, we were desperate for a goalkeeper, and we've finally managed to get one in. Jonas Makuna is a Congolese player, and he can play out wide, he can play attacking midfield as well, and he can play a little bit further back in the midfield also. Very determined character, good work rate. His pace isn't the best, but he's got very good fitness as well. Good passing ability and good finishing ability as well. Previously of Sutton and Walsall in League Two. Again, not making any senior appearances, but he has managed to make a decent start for us with a goal and an assist in his first 2 games. Nelson Agho was a centre forward that we brought in. He was at 2.5 star originally. He's actually dropped down because he's not played too well, unfortunately, since coming in. Decent finisher, good determination, good physical attributes as well. Work rate not too bad either. And he previously was of League Two side Port Vale. 4 appearances and 1 assist for him. He's not settled in too quickly, but hopefully he will do going forward. Ed Harris is a veteran centre back, 32 years of age. Very good quality, in my opinion, 6'1" as well. Good teamwork, good determination, really strong defensive attributes as well. And I think he's going to be a very solid player for us. And he's done the journey around this level for most of his career, to be honest. He actually came through at QPR, never played a game, and he's only played in the National League and the Vanarama South. So, again, plenty of experience at this level. Hopefully, he can do a good job for us. Bogdan Marian has come in, an 18-year-old Romanian striker, can also play in an attacking midfield on that right-hand side. Previously of Watford, didn't make an appearance, was out on loan at Rushden Diamonds, scored a goal in 9 games, but for us, he's played 3 league games and scored 3 goals, so he's really settled into the side as well. And then lastly, we've only just brought James Whitting in. Again, decent midfield player, good passing ability as well, good first touch, really good mental attributes. And physicals, yeah, not the best for central midfield, but he is the kind of player that we can bring into the side off the bench for sure. And he came through at Portsmouth when they were in League One. He's done a little bit of a tour around Finland for a couple of years. Played for Farnborough last year, only made 1 appearance. He's already made 2 appearances for us. So overall, we've not done too bad. And in relation to the first team squad, that does mean that we now have a 25-man squad. So we have got cover all over the pitch now. Nat Jarvis at the moment is someone that we're looking to try and move on. He's not going to get any game time, I don't think. Nick McCooty, since the opening day heavy defeat against Braintree, hasn't played a single game. And to be honest, we've not really missed him either. So, in terms of quality, we have got certainly some quality in the defence with Ed Harris, Evans, and Fulston, which is probably why I decided to do the counter attack. We've got good defenders, we can make use of them and hopefully build from the back. We've certainly got some quality in the central midfield now, and out wide with McBride, Chamberlain, and Stern, who played his first game after suspension last time out, and he didn't do too badly. He didn't have a lot of the ball, and in the end, we just brought him off. But certainly signs of positivity. And going into this league game against Dartford, we sat in 15th place, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats from our opening 6 games. If we can stay on that kind of a level for scoring of points, I think we've got an opportunity of certainly staying in the league. I'm hoping we can get a mid-table position, but at the same time, it's going to be extremely tough, isn't it? And with the way that we've started, I think we've certainly got plenty to build on, but at the same time, there's positive already that can be taken. The fact that we lost 6-0 and 4-0 in our first 3 games and had a win in the middle of them, I think it showed good character, to be honest. And since then, 3 games unbeaten with 2 draws and a victory in there. I think we've certainly managed to sort a few issues out. And despite the heavy defeats, the team do certainly seem to be settling into a rhythm and being able to pick themselves up despite adversities going forward. So today we've got Kowalczyk in goal, Ball, Fulston, Evans and Winstanley at the back, Lucas, Whitting and Rogers in the midfield with Hurlock, Chamberlain and Marion as our front three. Leverkusen, Grimes, McBride, Agho and Ed Harris are on the bench. Roberts, I'm still reserved on him at the moment. He did all right when he played, but he was playing at right back at the time. And obviously we've got all the extra cover, especially out wide. We've done really well to bring in the wingers that we have. But at the same time, we might not need all of them, so a couple of loan deals might be getting sorted, depending on how we go. But going into this game against Dartford, again, I'm just hoping that we can give good account of ourselves. I'm not too sure where we rank compared to other teams at the moment. It's a bit of a strange one, but I am hopeful that eventually we will start to get some kind of a run going and we'll get to know where everyone lines up in this league table. Obviously, with us doing a counter-attacking mentality, it does invite pressure. That can go against us, of course, but it does seem to be working in the last couple of games. And Maidstone had a lot of chances in that 0-0 draw, but our defence did really well, to be quite honest, and hopefully it is something that we can rely on in future matches, as Dartford do look to try and get forward, and that is a big error by Fulston, and the shot is wide. It's a big chance that for Dartford, and fortunately for us, off target, and very even game at the moment. They've had the majority of possession, but we do invite a little bit more pressure as Woods looks to swing it in from the corner. In it comes, good header away by Evans. Marion looking to get the press on, and it's come to Nebard, and it's just over the crossbar. Good effort from them, really. And here we have ball with the throw. Marion completely free there. He lofts it in, and Chamberlain was there, but Beanie read the ball across and made a good claim. Chance for him to deliver forward, and he looks straight forward and over the top. Our defence have just dropped off a little bit here. Here's Defies into Okoro, trying to get past the fullback. It's a good half block, and Bojaj hit the post, I think, there. We managed to get it away. Rogers into Chamberlain, and in the end, no chance is created from it. I'm not too disheartened by the way we've started the game. We're still creating opportunities. In fact, we've actually had more shots on target. And we are playing for set pieces as well. We've got some big guys in the squad now. We've got some good set piece takes as well. But at the moment, it is Dartford who seem to be having the closer goal scoring opportunities. As the first half comes to a close, it is 0-0. But so far, it's not going too badly. We're working hard. And yes, Dartford have had more attempts at goal, but they've only had the one on target, which is obviously the part that's in our favour at the moment. Whitting looks to pick up on this, trying to get it away, and he passes it out to Herlock, and he holds up the play, chance to play it back and find ball. Potential opportunity for a counter-attack if we can play the right pass. This is Lucas, out wide to Chamberlain, trying to get past the fullback. Still moving down this right-hand side, lays it back to Winstanley. Now Rogers. Back into Evans. Into Rogers again. Just holding onto the ball quite nicely here. This is Lucas into Whitting. That's a good pass. And now Marion with the strike. And that is a thunderous effort from the Romanian Bogdan Marion. 4 goals in 4 games for him. What a lovely goal that was into the top corner. Absolutely thunderous strike. Really good patient build-up, to be fair. Considering we're doing counter-attacking play, we actually allowed them to get most of their players back there. But what a goal from Marion. Beanie tried in vain to get his hand to it. It was a brilliant strike. And we have an advantage here. Whitting, as you can see, struggling for fitness there. That is something that we are going to have to be careful with him. Because from what I could gather when I was looking at his stats, his physicals aren't great and his stamina is something that is not a lot to be desired, I'll be honest. We're going to push Lucas up in the midfield. Evans can come forward. We're going to get Ed Harris on at centre-back. We'll get McBride on that right-hand side. He only rates as a 1-star in the attacking right-wing role at the moment, McBride. He's actually a 3.5-star quality right midfielder, which is like further back in this role here. But before we start, 2 games ago, he was a 3 silver-star player. So he's improving game in, game out in that role at the moment. And it is something that we can keep an eye on. We've got a number of yellow cards, so we are going to have to be careful, but we haven't really got the players to make the changes in those positions at the moment. So we'll continue as we are. 2 substitutions made. Obviously, we've got the opportunity for a 3rd substitution. We're actually leapfrog Dartford at the moment if we can hold on to the victory. And in terms of chances, Dartford have had 1 shot on target out of 9. We've had 4 shots on target out of 7. So we've not looked too bad. Fulston here with a corner, swings it in toward the far post. It's headed away. Ed Harris picks it up, finds Herlock. Plays it into the penalty area. Nembhard does get it away. Rooney trying to get onto it. Here's Lucas into McBride. Now Ball. And that is a lovely strike from Dan Ball. He's our left back, by the way. I'm not too sure. Obviously, he stayed forward from the set piece, but he stayed on that right-hand side of the penalty area. And that was a very tidy finish from Dan Ball there. Again, we competed well for the ball. McBride into Dan Ball. Lovely finish into the bottom corner. And we are 2-0 up now. Another very good looking result. The potential here for a 3rd clean sheet in a row since going into this counter-attacking system. Well, that is a very good performance indeed. We worked hard for it, that is for sure. We didn't have a lot of the ball, but it certainly worked in our favour. And we're just starting to see where our strengths are, and it does certainly appear to be our defence being our strongest outlet. Goal scoring wise, Bogdan Marian has certainly settled into the side, and that takes us up to 13th place. We're sat on 11 points. Yes, it's extremely close at the top of the table at the moment, but it will be. It's very early in the campaign, and everything is quite close together. In terms of going forward, we'll probably come back at the start of October. We've actually got an FA Cup second round qualifying tie there, which is quite an important game, but I don't think I'll come back that soon, really. We'll come back at the start of October, see what games we end up with, because obviously with all the cups that are involved at this level, we might end up with a cup tie in the middle of this in, say, the FA Trophy, for example. So hopefully we can continue this kind of form. If we do win, draw, we can't go too far wrong, can we? Let's be honest. Tough games to come though. Got a couple of away games in the league, which isn't ideal, but certainly signs of positivity now. And the squad does seem to be settling into a rhythm. We know who we're trying to get rid of. We've completely reformatted the squad, obviously. We've brought in a lot of new players now. Good young talent who are quite exciting, let's be honest, especially Bogdan Marian with a brilliant start to his career here at Taunton. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.